There was something in the way Xiao Zhan looked at the night sky that night. Something difficult to explain, but easy to feel. An unusual calmness, as if behind his gentle smile, there was an unfinished story. And when he uploaded that photo, a vast sunset sky with a lone bird flying, the world seemed to stop for a moment. The caption was simple: "Fly calmly, because there is a place that is always waiting." It didn't take long for fans to find the meaning behind those words. Within minutes, Wang Yibo's name began to echo in the comments section, on forums, in fanbase groups, and even in international media. Is this a message for Yibo? The question flooded the minds of millions who had witnessed the two sharing laughter, glances, and meaningful silences. Because for those who had watched The Untamed, nothing truly ends, it only changes form. A few days before the post, Xiao Zhan was interviewed at a major award ceremony in Beijing. When the host asked what a genuine relationship meant, he answered with a sentence that broke the silence. Sometimes, you don't need many words. If someone truly understands, then silence can speak. For most people, it was just a personal reflection. But for those who had seen the dynamic between Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo, that sentence sounded like an echo from the past. Those who have followed the journey of Zhani know exactly how unique their communication is. Few words, many glances, and laughter that arises for no reason. In every interview back then, even without physical contact, their intimacy felt so strong. So when Xiao Zhan said, "Silence can speak," fans knew it wasn't an empty phrase. It was the language of memories. 4 years have passed since The Untamed brought both of their names to the peak of popularity. However, no matter how far they have come, the shadow of their togetherness always follows. Xiao Zhan with his calmness and gentle charm. Wang Yibo with his assertiveness and sharp gaze that can never truly be hidden. They are different, but that is precisely where their harmony lies. And now, even as they pursue their own career paths, one busy with acting projects and theater, the other focused on racing and music, their names are always paired together. Perhaps because the public is never quite ready to let go of the two of them. Or perhaps because there is something between them that time cannot explain. The sunset photo uploaded by Xiao Zhan is not just a landscape. He chose soft, faint, and warm orange colors. Colors he often used in The Untamed to describe hope. The single bird flying in the middle of the sky is also not without meaning. In Chinese culture, a bird flying alone is often interpreted as a symbol of someone traveling a long road towards someone waiting in the distance. And the name Yibo itself means to fly freely in the air. Is all of this a coincidence? Maybe. But there are too many coincidences that seem too perfect to ignore. A few days after the post, Yibo appeared at a music event. He didn't mention anyone's name, but he wore a white outfit with silver stripes, a combination identical to the outfit Xiao Zhan wore at a previous award show. And when reporters asked him what made him smile while performing on stage, he replied softly, "Sometimes, just remembering something simple can make you feel at peace." That was all. A simple sentence that once again set the fandom ablaze. Because isn't peace a word that Xiao Zhan always repeats when talking about things that are important to him? Once again, the online world was abuzz. Fan-edited videos appeared, bringing back old moments, glances, laughter, even silence that needed no dialogue. And in every comment, there is one sentence that keeps repeating itself. They still remember each other, right? For some people, the relationship between two people does not have to be explained or defined. Sometimes, love or closeness just needs space to exist, without labels, without boundaries. Perhaps that's also the case between Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo. They are no longer in the same project, no longer sitting side by side at press conferences, but every time one of them appears, the shadow of the other is always felt. Xiao Zhan once said in an old interview, "If something is precious, it will remain alive in your heart, even without you realizing it." And that night, When the photo of the sky with the flying bird appeared, many felt like they were seeing a reflection of those words, alive, breathing, and embracing unfinished memories. The hashtag Xiao Zhan message Yibo broke into the global trending topics. Thousands of comments poured in, from fans crying with nostalgia to those writing short poems under the post. He didn't mention any names, but we know who those words were meant for. He wrote with his heart, not for the world, but for someone who once was his world. Some even described the post as a love letter hidden behind the metaphor of the sky. And although there was no confirmation, the silence between the two names became the softest proof that some things don't need to be said to be felt. Both are known for being private about their personal lives. But behind their silence, fans found a strange pattern. Posts that were close together, the same colors, even similar keywords. If Xiao Zhan wrote about light, Yibo would talk about being bright a few days later. If Xiao Zhan wrote about courage, Yibo would write about walking without fear. Maybe it's a coincidence. But for those who have been following them for a long time, every coincidence feels like a whisper designed by the universe. They may not speak, but they still speak. After years of pressure, rumors, and distance, seeing Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo connected, even symbolically, is something so heartwarming. They went through the same storm, public criticism, fake scandals, and media pressure, yet both stood tall, never bringing each other down. That is why even the smallest moments, like a photo of the sky and a gentle sentence, can make fans cry, because they know it is not just content. It is a memory that refuses to fade. Now, among the ever-changing stars of the entertainment industry, Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo stand as two lights shining in different directions, yet still reflecting each other's glow. One light is soft and soothing, like the slowly setting afternoon sun. The other is sharp and energetic, like the night sky ablaze with stars. However, when the two come together, they create something rare, a harmony that cannot be forced, only felt. And perhaps, behind all the words, behind all the silence, they still understand each other. Because for those who have truly shared their souls, time is not a separator. It is another form of togetherness. Is that photo of the sky really a message for Wang Yibo? No one knows. But one thing is certain. Only Yibo might fully understand the meaning of those words. Fly calmly, because there is a place that always waits. Perhaps it is a message from someone who still silently watches from afar, hoping that the other will find peace in their freedom. Or maybe, it was just the words of an artist writing from the heart, but a heart that still holds someone's name within it. And for the fans who have followed their journey from the beginning, that was enough. Because love doesn't have to be announced to be real. Sometimes, love just needs to be remembered. In one sentence, one image, one sunset sky that holds all the stories that were never spoken. That night, millions of fans looked at the photo with a faint smile and tears falling unnoticed. Because in silence, they knew. Xiao Zhan hadn't truly stopped speaking to Wang Yibo. Only now he does it through the sky.